Look at that for a starting break.
Wow.
Well, he didn't take any prisoners with that one, did he?
Yeah, he's really timed it well. Put the cue through. You see actually from the replay there, it didn't look like he absolutely attacked it. That's all down to pure technique and timing.
Well, I was on his game when he played Tom Jones, and he had a couple of breaks where the cue ball left the table, and he actually went and had a little look at where you were at the front ball to see if there's like a very small indentation there because the cue ball was lifting.
If that yellow on the top rail goes, it looks like it does.
Well, Shaun Chipperfield, very much a momentum player, and he's wasting a little time getting into these yellows. He's got to make sure he leaves himself a little angle so he can run the cue ball down for this last yellow that's down at the bottom of the table, and I think he has done. Well, this is a very assured start from Shaun Chipperfield. Fast, furious, relentless.
Yeah, and if this match is going to follow this tempo, we're in for a treat, Tony. 90 seconds played. Shaun Chipperfield leads Arfan Dad by 1-0.
Run the match out and not gone to the 6 red.
Yeah, thinking that Stevie was 6-4 behind with about 3-4 minutes left on the clock and ended up with an opportunity that he probably should have taken to win the match, 7-6.
Look at Arfan's break. Arfan, of course, was in the commentary box with me last night, and he wasn't too happy with his. He said, "Oh, you know, I didn't play great. Feel a bit jaded, this, that, and the other." But well, he's still here, and I'll tell you what, he's been playing some great stuff.
Yeah, bidding for a place in yet another semi-final. I mentioned at the top of the game, Arfan a finalist previously in the Pro Series last season. Came up just short against Stevie Dempsey. That was in the real Dempsey purple patch.
Well, the daddy. It's all about that yellow at the top of the table, in between the 2 reds. That's where Arfan's problem is, and he's elected just to not have a go, hand the table over to Shaun Chipperfield.
Do you think some of Chippy's opponents often try to break his momentum? Is that a part of the game? Is that something they look
Possibly.
into, or do they not? You know, are we maybe reading too deep into it? I think because he's such a fluid player, and again, kind of like Melling in a way, that juggernaut that we talked about earlier.
I think you used to get a bit of that approach before the international rules came out. You would get like the likes of Chris Melling, Gareth Potts, those sort of players that knew they're not going to out-pot them, you know, stand toe-to-toe with them, would deliberately, right, I'm not going to smash the pack, I'm just going to play a placid, sort of timid break, and because you could do it. Then they try and cover some bags and just try and frustrate. But they generally didn't win, because when they were presented with chances, because they spent such a long period of the frame messing about trying to cover bags, that when they were presented with a chance to clear up and when, you know, a long pot, they go and miss it, and then obviously the killer instinct to the likes of Melling, Potts and co that take the balls out. Yeah. So with these rules, I don't think you really can. I mean, yes, you can, you know, if Arfan's at the table, if those yellows roll, he's going to go for him, and like anybody else would. You know, Declan Brennan's, all of these players, Rowan and McCarthy, I'm saying Northern Irish players just to keep you, make you feel at home. But you got to go game. If you're going to win tournaments of this, you got to be able to knock the balls in. Simple as that.
Yeah, agreed. Shaun Chipperfield, a really nice positional shot there.
Yeah, it's the best I've seen him cue for some time. Doesn't mess about. A lot of the players, he doesn't mess about. When he pulls his cue back, there's not the pause. You know, you see players pause. Chris Mann has a long pull back, pause, strikes. You know, all these players. Shaun pulls the cue back, and it's off. There's no stopping. It's off forwards, bang.
Yeah, just no nonsense approach to the game with Shaun Chipperfield.
No.
take as an extension. Not something we're used to seeing too much with Shaun, but he just needs to be very precise in terms of where he leaves the cue ball and the pattern that he takes out here.
Yeah, he's just landed in a slightly funny position, to be fair. You see, it's straight back, straight forwards the cue. Now, I think he's going to have to play the double.
Yeah, you can see he's looking at the option of rolling this red into the corner and leaving the angle to come back up the table, and that's what he's opting to play.
This is such a hard positional shot to play to get on this red at the top of the table. I think with Chipperfield's potting ability, and he's very good at doubles, by the way, he knocks that double in, he's up, but we shall see.
Yeah, and that flick on the 8-ball.
That's what I was saying and alluding to, is there was a lot of traffic to get the cue ball through. I think he's seen if he can double this red into the top right hand corner, play with the top spin. He's having a go. Very low percentage shot there, and now Arfan Dad with a clear path through these yellows to bring him onto level terms. Play to get on the ball on the top rail now with his shot. Up he goes, and he's achieved that. Just the simple stuff to do now.
Yeah, so Arfan getting paid dividends and that safety shot that he played.
Very good play with side, Arfan. Notice this over the period of time of watching him. He's not shy to play and use it, and he's very, very precise with it. Very skilled player. And down goes the black ball, and we are level. Well, an absolute beast of a break there from Chipperfield with nothing going in. Nearly all the balls are at the top of the table. Have a look at this, Pierce. Great explosion of balls.
Wow.
A couple of lonely balls at the bottom of the table, but Arfan Dad now gets first bite at the cherry in frame 3. We just developed those 2 reds there. Nice little shot. He's got an angle here. He's got that. It's an awkward red there that's tucked away on the left-hand rail, but he has an angle as he bridges over. He's going to try and kick this out in this shot. Now then, has he landed? I don't think that red goes past yellow. That's the 2 that are very close together. I think he's either going to have to cut this red, a thin red, back into the right-hand centre. I don't think there's a lot else there.
Yeah, I think that's his only option. Good pot. Oh, he's
good news, bad news.
Yeah, he's got the pot, but unfortunately
develop that red and then block the other one.
Yeah, he's flicked the yellow.
How about roll this red into the middle, stop the cue ball dead, played a double into left-hand rail off the yellow and red that are stuck together.
I see the angle to screw into it. Yeah, I thought he did.
Oof. What a shot.
Great shot from the daddy.
Again with side. Lots of it.
And if he gets these, Tony, this is a really good visit to the table.
Brilliant finish. Well, just slightly heavy. But now you can play this and maybe try and hit the black ball half ball. You can deep screw it and just try and come up the table towards that yellow that's near the middle.
Yeah, he's played just that.
This won't be hit with any pace as he plays this down the cushion, and this is for a 2-1 lead. And in it goes. And he took out 2 really good finishes, did Jez Graham. I like the way he said his interview with Simon that he came into the tournament absolutely no form. Well, he's got a bit now.
Yeah, I've heard some of the players say that Jez has changed his tip multiple times already since being here, just not happy with it, and it's not showing on the table, that's for sure. The other side of the draw in the semi-final sees the number 1 player, the best player on the planet at the minute, Tom Cousins. He takes on Hitan Patel. Another return to form for the Hitman.
Yeah, he's done incredibly well this weekend. Cousins won't have it all his own way with Hitan.
What does Arfan do here? Does he elect to play the loss of turn? Yeah, it looks like it.
He's done exactly that. Well, Shaun Chipperfield's not had much to go out in the last couple of frames, and when you said about do players stop players, it's just unfortunate that he's had nothing. To have a pot, well, I mean, a great pot down the rail, but Chippy wants to get in and run around the table and pop balls, and he's sort of just been, it's like somebody's got on a bungee rope pulling him back.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was kind of alluding to. You know, you want to break the momentum of a player like Shaun Chipperfield. He's too straight on this one to play any sort of development shot, so he's going to have to pull back again unless he can pull something out of the fire.
But you end up going for finishes that you didn't want to go for in the initial start of the visit, and now because he's put apart a couple of reds, you're kind of all in, aren't you? Like a game of poker, you've thrown all your chips in. You think, well, I've got to see it through now and go for them.
There's that double that it's hard to see how.
Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, this would take, it would have to be a smash with top and left hand side. Pot the red in that corner where the cue ball comes off the rail back over to the left hand side behind the yellows and then kicks out, and we're talking, well, if he was to make that shot, it's up there with Morris's Massey.
Oh, you saw the action he got, he's fluked it.
Wow.
Massive action with the cue ball. He missed the pot, but he did fluke it down. Now, Shaun, what have you got for us?
He's I mean, that's an incredible hit, isn't it?
Look at the reaction of that.
We're looking at 2 cushions here trying to get it in the corner. Well, he's tried all sorts. Well, for some of you watching at home, it is pool and not pinball. There's some incredible balls flying around the table. I'm struggling to keep up with the balls with my eyes.
Yeah, you saw the reaction of the cue ball there. It's like it took a handbrake turn in the middle of the table.
Well, Arfan now. Just got to be careful because he's going to take this one along the bottom rail. Ball over the bag. But he's got that yellow ball that's near that middle pocket. He needs to have a little angle so he can pop that in and bring the cue ball back for the other one. It's near the middle, and then the finish is there. But I suppose he could get straight behind it and then play it into the corner, and that would leave him an angle to get down onto the black. But you've just got to be careful. Well, where he's landed now, he's just going to drop this in. He wants the cue ball just above where this yellow is now. This is where you do not want to drop below the last yellow. So it's screwing to sort of just by the jaw there.
Yeah, there's nothing for long. That looks okay.
Yep.
May have to come the other side of the 8-ball. Difficult to see from the angle, but no, he's absolutely perfect. He's fine.
Not a gimme.
Oh, no.
Well, Arfan And that was because he left the cue ball just a little bit too high. And a gift for Shaun Chipperfield.
Yeah, he landed a little bit too straight, and that's actually why I thought unless he didn't have the angle, it might have been the shot to roll through and take the 8-ball to the opposite corner pocket.
Making short work of it at the moment there. As we come back to, my word, that cue ball jumped in the air. I just hope we're coming back to Shaun Chipperfield's break.
Wow.
Let's have another look at this. It's fairly springed up in the... Ooh.
Need to kick the snow off that one.
Wow. Sometimes you wonder how the cue ball stayed on the table. All depends on the yellow ball. Just have a look. I was about to say the yellow ball that's to the left of the black ball, if it goes past red into the corner where this yellow's dangling over the bag. Because if it does, those three balls down in the bottom right hand of the table are your last three balls. Awkward one as we look is on the top left hand rail. If I had it, if the angle's there now, I'm not sure if it is, but I'd like to try and get there as soon as possible, because if you get behind it, you could play the other yellow into the middle.
And that's Chippy's thinking.
Yep. He'd have liked it a little bit straighter, but he could play this to the left-hand side and try and kick into the yellow. Or we could play it right-hand side and use the red as a buffer that's to the right of him and just hold. He's done neither. So, well, it goes in there. I never looked at that. I looked at that red and I just thought that was blocking the pocket completely. But this is where the careful bit is. You need to be straight on that yellow that's nearest the corner pocket. He does not want any angle. If this just drops in dead weight, that'll do it. Just bring the cue ball off the rail a couple of inches. And once again, Chipperfield has made short work of this frame. This is quick stuff.
Yeah, this is Shaun Chipperfield's game. He goes ahead again, and you have to say, Tony, like, he's won 3 frames. 2 of them have been in what, 3 minutes combined?
Nice cash reward on offer. And the accolade, or accolades that come with it. Plus the ranking points.
Absolutely.
And he's got the black ball. We're not playing golden breaks, so that will come back up with the referee. The daddy did pot, apart from the black, obviously. Or did he? Oh no, the yellow went in. I just for a split second I thought, hang on a minute, he's only pot of the 8.
Yellow's a more approachable ball, but he doesn't have a good starter. I think that's why.
Kicks this red off the rail.
Yeah.
Oh, the yellow out of the way. Take your pick.
He's opted for reds, but still a problem in the bottom left corner for reds. I think if he could have seen a yellow a lot friendlier, he definitely would have taken it.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, he doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, he's come the wrong side of that. The red, he can't get onto the one on the rail, and he wanted to probably play that the yellow that he can't see now, that he wanted to go in the bottom corner and try and keep these two apart, and he can't do it. So this attempt at a finish could come to an abrupt end very shortly. And just look at the yellows. So we're going to see the containing shot here to try and close off Shaun Chipperfield. You can see the yellow at the top left. Obviously Arfan Dad's blocked the yellow at the bottom of the table.
We saw in the second frame something quite similar to this, where Arfan played a containing safety. Shaun went for them, didn't get them, and then Arfan was left with a free table to go on.
Well, we know Shaun's not shy coming forward and attacking. Tremendous potter.
Has to be one of the best potters on tour. Up there anyway.
Jordan Shepherd, the Welsh wizard himself. Christophe Lambert parked behind him.
Yeah, 2 former Pro Series champions themselves.
Both last season.
Yep.
Yeah, Sheppy's down in my neck of the woods later in the month doing an exhibition. I'm going down to do a bit of work with him on the old MC. That'll be good fun down at St Ruben's Club and in Redruth. That'll be a cracking night with the wizard.
Shaun with a problem to solve down at the bottom of the table, and he's gone for it now.
Ooh. My word, did he get some side on that?
Wow. The arc of that cue ball, it didn't even look on.
Yeah, it didn't come out very well for him though, but my word, he got some spin on this.
Look at this, wow. He's played a great shot. He's been a little bit unfortunate. Can you see that? Yeah, we can. Great pot.
Ugh.
Oh.
Oh my word. Have you ever seen the Italian Job, Pierce? With the boss on the edge of the cliff?
Yeah, wow. Now, Chippy, you've got to come up with another one.
Well, some of the pots are now getting to the ridiculous. Oh, what a shot. Well, this is right up there now. We're talking legendary finishes.
Yeah, hold on to your hats, folks. If Shaun Chipperfield gets this, and he will. You saw the raise of the hand, but Shaun, that's a bit special.
That's a madman's finish. This is the last quarter-final. The winner of this will play Devon's Jez Graham in the semi-final tomorrow.
Another thunderous break there from Shaun. Not airborne this time, but a fantastic connection. And a good split. I can't see too much time spent on this, Tony.
No. There's a bit of an adrenaline pump there though with Shaun, and that's the only thing I would say. Sometimes he might clatter one a bit too hard, to get a bit too deep into that cue ball, because he's getting some tremendous amounts of action on that cue ball. But he's been fearsome. Nothing wrong with that shot. I'd take the yellow in between these two reds up in the top there. You can just drip onto the other yellow, and everything else is just a dot to dot in the middle of the table, and this will be 5-2.
Yeah, he really needs to just roll this in.
Yep, nothing to do with the white here. It's just so quick. The timing between getting down on the cue and striking the ball is as quick as I've ever seen. And I used to like to play quickly, but I'd have a couple of little cue ups at the ball. But this is like straight down and strike the ball.
Yeah, Perry couldn't have put that better there with his hand.
You got to even wonder if he's just looking at the ball.
I think his brain just works really quickly. He just sees it, and when he sees it, he just plays it.
Incredibly quick. Can it come down now, cut this into the middle bag, off the two cushions, side cushion, bottom cushion, black in the same pocket. Well, that's incredible. Well, 5-2 now, Chipperfield.
Arfan dad, oh, big break. Has he got a ball? No.
Look at the Reds, 5 at the top there, all open, and he's left him on the 2 at the bottom. And you've got to feel for Arfan dad, because again, that's another good break. He's just getting absolutely nothing at all. In contrast, Chipperfield's getting everything in.
Yeah, Shaun's dished off 3 of his breaks.
Oh, borrowed a little bit of the jaw there. Not sure he's trying to do that. It's not causing many problems. Going into the middle now with the red that's sat between the 4 yellows there on the left hand side. Drops in that.
Yeah,
at least nothing in the way, is there?
Yeah, this frame looks ominous. Arfan Dad.
I think Shaun said just compose himself a little bit now because he knows that this is to get on the hill. You know, don't rush it too much now. This is to make sure, you know, there's light at the end of the tunnel here and clear daylight towards the finishing line and a place in the semi-final against Ches Graham up for grabs.
Perfect, just to float down the table.
He left himself a little bit thinner than he'd like, but somebody of Shaun's potting ability is not going to miss that. And Shaun Chipperfield is now 1 frame away from the semi-final.
Yeah, he's absolutely crunched them again. Wow. The Reds all have a pocket. And given, Tony, how Shaun Chipperfield's been playing in this match, I would be worried.
Well, yes, this is the chance. And you've got to say that Chipperfield has been good value.
Yeah, he certainly has. I think he's been excellent. I think Arfan Dad's been excellent too, and he's staring down the barrel of a 7-2 defeat.
I just wondered then if he's going to try and play that, just nick it off the yellow and open up that pocket then, but it does go. It's available in.
I don't think he actually think that last ball is going to be his last ball for the 8 ball. I think he's going to use it as a connection ball.
I think it's going to be his last ball, yeah. Just looking at his position now where he wants to be. Pretty good. Just drops this into the corner, brings the cue ball out, leave himself a long red into that top right. And he's just going to have the black down to the bottom right hand corner to get over the line.
And Shaun Chipperfield, this 8 ball away from 3 break dishes on the trot, coinciding with 2 reverse dishes. I mean, Arfan Dad's had no shot.
That's incredible. Brilliant, brilliant performance there from Shaun Chipperfield. You have to feel for Arfan Dad, the dry breaks, and they've been good breaks. But Chipperfield is absolutely on fire. That's as best I've seen him play.